I don't know how that sounds in the video, but I can hear a lot of noise from all that bamboo. I think that's bamboo. It's either bamboo or something that's a lot like bamboo, rustling and crickling. And I am by the Rio Cloro, where I've been many times before. I'm in a park that's called Parque Del Prado, Prairie Park. And it's actually even bigger than it looked on my map, which is not usually the case here. And I've never been here before, so I'm going to walk along and see what I see. If this is the park, this could just be a pathway leading to the park. So we are in a park. The sign says we're in a park, and we are in Curridabat. And I haven't really mentioned this before, but I really should have, because it's still a thing. There's, in most places, including, bus terminals, parks, shopping malls, there are signs talking about, COVID-19 precautions, and they haven't taken those signs down, but like in a lot of places, it kind of faded away, the caution did. And part of that is probably, different seasons here. We're not in a winter season, but COVID-19 is still out there. And personally, I have stopped taking precautions. A lot of times I'll bring a mask with me, but I very rarely wear a mask. I've only worn it when I felt sick or when I was close to a lot of people or other people were wearing a mask. So that is something to think about, especially I talk about how we use space, how we think about space. And the pandemic did change that, but for how long and for how much? Okay, well, I am going to enjoy this beautiful shady park, which does look like a prairie. So far, it's quite spacious and relaxing. I'm glad I came here today. There's also people here, but not too much. Oh, we might actually have some river access. We have beautiful little butterflies. I've seen this on the map, but, you've seen a lot of parks here, and I thought it would just been a scrap of grass, But as you can see, it is much more landscaped, but also more natural. Now we're on a gravel trail. This park is still not gigantic. I mean, it's just a couple city blocks, but as I've said many times, you get in the right mood and you can have a very large experience in a small space. So there's actually a labyrinth here. Made a time-lapse video of myself walking in. Took 3 takes. Got lost. And I am walking out, even though it'll take a couple minutes. I think the rules are, you go into a labyrinth, you go out, you have to follow the lines. And kind of a metaphor for a lot of things, because when you go to another country, go to another culture, every task becomes walking a labyrinth. And when you try to report on that, people are like, well, why are you doing it that way? That doesn't make sense. That's not the way we do it. And that is because part of being here is following the labyrinth. Such as it is. So I'm glad I found this park today. To be honest, I wasn't feeling very good, and it was one of those days where I need to, as the kids say, touch grass. And this counts, some type of monocot. So it's been pretty restful in the labyrinths, especially kind of cleared my mind. Nice little pollinator hotel. Oh, that's pretty much the park. I think the footage gives a good idea of what it's like here. And this is also in Curridabat, which is one of the more wealthy cantons, or distritos rather. So, I guess one thing I would say, maybe hopefully people will be watching these videos in 5 years, 10 years, and instead of this being an exception, this will be the rule. And I know there's a lot of reasons why, other priorities, but it is nice to get something that's natural but has a little bit of art to it and has that kind of shadiness and that openness. So I enjoyed that on a time when, to be honest, I'm generally not feeling very good. Anyway, oh God, just like always, there will be still more parks to see, because like we see, I just discovered another treasure that I had written off. I thought I'd finish the video, but now I continued to walk here, and I thought there might be a path that continued, and there might actually be a path that continues all the way up to the highway, which means I didn't have to walk down on the road, but we'll see. Also, knowing Costa Rica parks and paths, this might end in a brick wall in 30 seconds. Let's see how long this goes. I guess this path continues. I don't know if this is a park. There's not a lot of no trespassing signs here, strangely enough. Usually you just know because there's a bunch of razor wire. So I hope I'm still where I'm supposed to be. And looks like this might actually be the real exit right there. So I did extend this video a little bit. I have to figure out whether I want to get on this road or go back that way. Walks in the park are not a walk in the park, but for now I am going to, I think this is the real end of this video.